All right, what's up, folks? It is June the 11th, 2019, and we are here in our daily recap from the team here at Sell That Option. So let's go through our major indices today. Here we are in the spiders. So we have this area up here that we've really been watching pretty closely after this massive real 5-day rally. You know, we still were bullish, right? We opened somewhat bullish on the day, but then really after that, and let's even make this a little bit bigger, really after that, so we opened here at 291.04, got to 291.50 or so, but then after that, it was just straight down. And I would certainly call this, I think by definition, it is a bullish engulfing candle, or bearish engulfing candle, excuse me. And so I think that's important. We're still above this 50-day, and so while I think the bulls still have the edge, this candle's not great, right? This candle is not great. So it's going to kind of be important to see where we open tomorrow and really what kind of follow through. On the whole, we were just barely down. Even though the candle's ugly, we were just barely down on the day. We did see a little bit of a rally here from the bottom at 288, essentially right at 288, a little bit higher than 288. And so, you know, I'm cautious. I'm cautious right now, above the 200, above the 50, but we've got to expect some level of a small pullback here. I mean, look at this. I mean, we basically went from a close at 275 all the way up to 290. And it was going to be unrealistic for us not to see a candle like this. So again, I'm going to stay cautious. Short term, you know, looking for support at 287 exactly for the 50 simple moving average, and then resistance here at all-time highs. Now let's go into our Qs. Another really ugly candle, right? Ugly candle here, still above all of our major, kind of above our 200, above our 9 EMA, but certainly below, right? Just barely our simple moving average. Again, ugly looking candle, closed near the low of the days. Let's look at our diamonds. Diamonds, a little bit more of a hammer perhaps than our others. Still a bearish engulfing, right? Still bearish engulfing because this real body candle is below. But again, nothing different. We had seen a pretty intense rally of a couple of percentage points. So we're just going to continue to take a look there. Basically, Qs were up, even though the candle was ugly. Qs were up, diamonds down. IWM, Russell was down, again, a bearish engulfing as well. Still here below the 50 and the 200, but above, right? So we're getting kind of pinched here, right? We're getting pinched between these three simple moving average, or one simple moving average and an exponential moving average. So we're getting pinched here, and so it's going to be important to see what kind of follow through that we do indeed have there. And let's look at our VIX index. Just barely up. Not really worth taking a look at. Let's change this to daily, and you know, right here, we're still trying to get back to this low here. We've seen really just kind of some movement back and forth there between 33 and 26 has really been kind of where we've been in the middle of here on VXX. You can see that while the VIX index itself was up 0.15 or 0.3%, our VXX was only up 0.18. Certainly indicative of contango and some of the issues that we have there navigating through contango. Let's go through our premium ETF selling. We are primarily option sellers here. EWZ, so Brazil was up 2.5%. Not going to be surprised if we don't see a pullback again. Same thing. I mean, we're from 36. I mean, we've seen almost 20% here. FXE, again, major moves here. GDX up. Candles not as great. TLT, basically no movement. Gold, really no movement. GDXJ. So for those of you all that are members, we did enter a position here in GDXJ today. Really nice looking position there. Oil, nothing. I actually called last night on Twitter that I thought we were gonna have that I thought that we were gonna see a little bit of a retracement at least. And so I should have put on those puts at the open that I talked about on Twitter last night, because we gapped up, a couple of percentage points, and by the end of the day, we had retraced that back to basically even. OIH up a percentage. Interesting divergence between XOP and OIH. IYR real estate basically even. EFA, again, not a huge change there. USO ended totally even on the day. XRT up a percentage, nothing there. SLV, no change. FXI, China, no change. China is right up here at this level. I'm certainly expecting a pullback here in China a little bit, but we'll see what happens. And XLE, again, much more in line with XOP versus OIH, which of course is interesting, but I mean, OIH is just so oversold. So that's where we're at. These are the major ETFs that we watch. We can certainly go into our marketplace. Premium selling ETFs. Here we've got our IV percentiles, which I do post on Twitter every single day. No major changes here. Again, not a ton of opportunity. We've only got 5 securities that are above 40. Half a dozen more or so that are above 30, but that's kind of really our line in the sand here. Moving forward into the rest of the week, today is Tuesday. I think tomorrow's follow-through is going to be really important, right? I think tomorrow's follow-through is going to be really, really important. Here we go for our daily video. I think that we're really going to need to see kind of what we do, right? Are we going to consolidate? Going to consolidate like we really did here in these few days, or are we going to see a retracement? And so really tomorrow's candle, I think, is going to be pretty important for us as we look to identify perhaps what's next. I mean, this is certainly a counter trend, right? And a massive one at that. So let's take a look. Let's see what acts as support, what acts as resistance, and then we'll make our game plans accordingly. So that's where we're at. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at Ryan, RYAN, @sellthatoption. Otherwise, best of luck the rest of the week.